grana weep ninny bong.
Ba weep grana weep ninny bong.
Ba weep grana weep ninny bong. Works every time. Welcome Autobots, Decepticons, Aerial Bots, Stunticons, Protectabots, Combaticons, Junkions, and all the rest to another History of Transformers edition. The first 2 years of the line were truly more than meets the eye for the instruments of destruction. So how would Hasbro follow up in 1986?
That's what I'd like to know.
The Transformers went beyond good, beyond evil, beyond your wildest imagination.
So what are we waiting for?
Nothing, apparently. In a bold move seldom seen in, well, anything. Toys, TV, comics, or otherwise, Hasbro dared to take their wildly successful property, and instead of waiting for the calendar to go by naturally, halfway through 1986 they jumped forward 20 years into the future.
No way!
Yes way.
Jumping jet streams!
My thoughts exactly. So this series will be just like 1986 was for the Transformers. 1 foot in the 20th century and 1 in the 21st. And another place that has 1 foot in both is Big Bad Toy Store, a great source of Transformers reissues, as well as countless modern Transformers. 1986 started innocently enough for the Transformers. It was business as usual as the Marvel comic continued, publishing issues 16 to 27, scribed by our friend Bob Budiansky. And the first G.I. Joe and Transformers crossover happened with a 4-issue limited series.
G.I. Joe, American hero. What happens next? Find out in Marvel Comics.
Marvel UK had the touch and the power as well, putting out issues 43 to 94 in their own continuity, as well as the colossal 64-page Transformers Annual. Ballantine Books published 6 more Find Your Fate books to go along with the 3 from the previous year. And more coloring books, sticker books, and educational materials were released. The Transformers game on the Commodore 64 the previous year had been successful enough to warrant a follow-up for that system, Transformers Battle to Save the Earth. And in Japan, the Famicom, their version of the Nintendo Entertainment System, rolled out Transformers Mystery of Convoy, where you could run or roll, depending on your preference.
Let's roll!
I thought you'd go with that option, Prime. FHE, Family Home Entertainment, released 3 more volumes of the Sunbow animated series that had already aired, and Season 2 was just finishing up its final episode as 1986 started, ending with Bot, a fun little one-off that didn't hint at anything drastic happening at the beginning of Season 3. Japanese audiences got a hint of things to come with the direct-to-video release of Scramble City, which served as a bridge between the second season and something coming in the summer. Something big. But the big thing North American fans were eagerly anticipating in early '86 was the newest Transformers toys.
Send out the next batch!
The Combiners, who had been featured in the late '85 episodes like the Key to Vector Sigma 2-parter, War Dawn, Starscream's Brigade, and the Revenge of Bruticus, finally arrived in stores.
And I want them now!
2 Combiner giants, often called Gestalts or Gestalts, were added to each faction and were available as a boxed 5-bot gift set, as well as sold individually. The 4 limbs on a card and bubble, and the larger team leader who served as the torso, in a box the style of the 84 and 85 Autobot cars and Dinobots. Tired of Megatron's air superiority, Optimus decreed,
We'll fight him in the skies.
and enlisted the help of 5 new Hotshot pilots with a need.
Aerial bots.
A need for speed.
I'm Air Raid.
The F-15 Eagle.
I'm Fireflight.
The F-4 Phantom.
I'm Slingshot.
The obnoxious Sea Harrier Jump Jet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah!
I'm Skydive.
The F-16 Falcon. And the team leader.
I used to be a courier ship, but now I think I'm Silverbolt.
The Concorde SST Jetliner.
Aerial bots, show 'em what you've got.
The 5 aerial bots could combine into the towering Autobot giant.
Meet Superion.
Yep, towering. As long as he wasn't standing next to Blaster.
Well, that's just great.
Since the Autobots were moving in on the Decepticons' territory of the skies,
We're going to get some wheels.
Megatron decided it was time his troops ruled the roads and created...
Behold! The Stunticons!
Yes, behold,
I'm Breakdown.
the Lamborghini Countach, who was not a good brother of Sideswipe and Sunstreaker.
I am Dead End.
The Porsche 928 wasn't exactly as smooth as Jazz.
I am Dragstrip.
The Tyrrell P34.
I'm Wild Rider.
The Ferrari 308 GTB. And the Stunticon leader,
I'm Ultramaster.
the Kenworth Creep and new King of the Road. Well, unless Optimus Prime was around. The 5 Stunticons could combine to form the sword-wielding Colossus.
Stunticons, unite! Behold! Minosaur!
Yes, behold, just as powerful as he was dumb. The other 2 combiner teams were more varied in terms of alt modes. There was Starscream's Brigade,
Combaticons! Transform!
consisting of
Roar!
the Leopard 1A3 tank,
Swindle!
the shifty FMC XR311,
Blast off!
the Space Shuttle,
Vortex!
the SH-2 Sea Sprite helicopter,
And onslaught!
the Squad Commander, an anti-aircraft truck,
Combaticons! Merge into Bruticus!
the 5 combined to form Bruticus, Minosaur's intellectual equal.
Bruticus angry!
With all of the destruction the Stunticons and Combaticons were causing, the Autobots recruited a team of 5 new heroes whose duty was to protect the innocent and serve the public trust.
Contact the Protectobots.
First Aid was Hasbro's second conscientious objector that year, alongside G.I. Joe's Lifeline.
I don't believe in fighting. I'm a medic, not a warrior.
And transformed into a Datsun Vanette C-120 ambulance to rush the injured off for medical attention.
Take it easy, and I'll have you fixed up in no time flat.
And if the trip was too far, Blades, the Huey-like helicopter, could airlift out the injured.
Need a lift? Some liquid nitrogen ought to cool things off around here.
Groove, the Honda Goldwing GL 1200 police motorcycle, kept things cool, Ironhide style.
Your pilot's license just expired!
And Streetwise, the Nissan 300 ZX Turbo police car, reminded punks who felt lucky to think it over, creep. The Protectobots were led by Hotshot,
Protectobots, transform!
a Mitsubishi fire truck, colored blue to differentiate him from the previous year's Inferno.
Hot enough for you guys?
The 5 combined,
Protectobots, transform to Defensor!
who picked up where Trailbreaker left off by being a bot who appreciated a good force field.
Force field!
And that's the end of the road for the Transformers in the 20th century. In the next installment, we'll be taking a look at the landmark event of G1 Transformers, the 1986 animated movie, plus the new toys fit for the 21st century, including the Ultimate Combiner, and Season 3 of the animated series, which picked up where the movie left off. This Unicron-sized deer for Transformers is just too big to fit into one video. Thanks to the support of the Patreon tribe for making this installment, as well as the entire series, and all the other videos you see on this channel, possible. Your combined support is the force field that keeps it all together. Feel free to leave a combiner comment below, share the video if you enjoyed it, and to merge with the tribe, behold, subscribe, till all are fun.